Good morning. It is time to get up with Old Man Rivers. The Colts go to Grandpa, trying to save a sinking season. We'll tell you what it means for them and for him. Meanwhile, sometimes the truth hurts. Like right now, for instance, is the quarterback the problem in floundering Philadelphia? Plus, it never ends. The Notre Dame blame game. We will pinpoint the exact moment when this complaining went too far. Don't miss it as we get up with you starting right now. Here we go. Let's go. We are here. Delighted you were there. There's a lot going on, so let's waste no time and take you directly to Jeff's beloved city of Indianapolis.
Let's go.
Where Philip Rivers, in fascinating fashion, is adding one more chapter to his NFL story. As you've no doubt heard, the 44-year-old is joining the Colts on their practice squad amid an injury crisis that has left them with 3 sideline quarterbacks. If he starts a game, he will become the 5th quarterback in NFL history to do so at 44 or older. Philip Rivers is 3 years and 154 days older than his head coach, Shane Steichen. If he's named the quarterback, he'll be the 7th starter since 1950 to be older than his head coach. Steichen and Rivers do have a lot of familiarity with each other. They discussed plays with Rivers for his high school team, and by that I mean he's coaching a high school team. Here was Swagoo yesterday on NFL Live on this strange situation.
Don't tell me nothing about scheme familiarity. Every quarterback in the league that's starting got some scheme familiarity, and they still get hurt. And they not 45. There is no silver lining when you got to call a guy that's been out of football for 5 years to come start quarterback for you in the dead heat of the season with a team trying to make the playoffs. This is a panic button, and it's unfortunate for the Indianapolis Colts, and I feel like it's unfortunate for Philip Rivers as well.
In a related story, they're playing at Seattle this weekend, which might have the best defense in the NFL, and the weather looks iffy. There isn't a person alive more authoritative on the Colts than Jeff Saturday, so I give you the first word. Jeff, what's your reaction to all this?
Desperate times, man. Desperate times, desperate measures. That's where we are in Indy. And unfortunately, when the injury happens on Sunday and you see Daniel Jones go down, they're not the Calvary. And obviously Riley Leonard, he gets hurt. You're worried about him. They're digging deep, and the facts are they were already in a spiral, right? We've lost 4 or 5. I don't think even with Daniel Jones, I don't think they're beating Jacksonville that day. It didn't start right. And so as you're looking at this, they're grasping at all straws. And I don't think they signed Philip Rivers with the intent of not playing Philip Rivers. So let's make sure that we're clear there. I think they brought him in, and he's going to get an opportunity. And Swagoo, listen, he makes all the sense in the world. You're the Jets.
Right.
I'm a Colt, man.
Right.
Like, there's nothing in me hoping more that Philip Rivers comes in and saves our season. Like, I'm just telling you, I am fully biased, not only for Phil, but for the Indy fans. Skeptical? Very. But I'm still ride or die.
Yeah, this kind of thing, it worries me, quite honestly.
Yeah.
Think about this. If he has to get into the game in Seattle, on the road, against that defense, when you have been inactive, I don't care what you've been doing for the past 5 years. That's what I'm saying. I don't care how much you've been working out, Peloton and yoga, whatever you've been doing. You haven't been playing football at the NFL level. Now, Philip Rivers is knocking on the door of being a Hall of Famer, but he hasn't played in 5 years. You're 44 years old. And quite honestly, when you played in the league, it's not like you were blowing the league up in terms of your athleticism. So what do you think? What do you think the level of degradation has been as far as his athletic ability now, where he hasn't been active for 5 years? And you're going to go on the road maybe against Seattle and play against maybe one of the best defenses, not maybe, one of the best defenses in the NFL. I just don't want to see this end bad for him, and I don't want it to be one of those kind of things where we're sitting there going, what in the world were they thinking in the first place? That's what worries me the most about this, because this is one of the greats of all time.
Yeah.
And now he's putting himself literally in harm's way.
Peter, can you describe for everyone who doesn't really fully understand just how old Philip Rivers is?
Yeah, Cindy, can we see the full screen? I want to show you an actor, Christopher Lloyd, in one of his most important roles, the great Doc Brown. And let's take a look at this photograph here. Doc Brown, the actor here, Christopher, is younger in this photograph than Philip Rivers will be when he plays quarterback on Sunday. This is a 43-year-old man. Philip Rivers is 44. That's how old Philip Rivers is right now.
Doc Brown catching straight.
Doc Brown. loved him in Taxi. Loved him in Angels in the Outfield.
Although he's getting blasted right now.
Doc Brown was 43 in that photo. But I say this, I'm always, as a reporter, and Kimberly feel the same way, like, characters are welcome. And Phillip Rivers is a great character. And this story is one of those that is made for Disney, made for Dennis Quaid to play it in the movie. Like, I cannot wait to see him under center. And who knows, maybe it does have a happy ending.
Okay. No. I think the same reaction that Marcus had to talk about the desperation. I think back to sitting in Chris Ballard's office, the GM of the Colts, back in 2023, the day before that draft. And he was talking about how it weighed on him that he couldn't figure out the answer to the QB conundrum since Luck retired. And taking Anthony Richardson was that big swing. Like, I've figured it out. And now this is another big swing where we talk about they've pushed everything to the middle of the table, all the chips, the sauce trade. There was a team that could win it all, and now they're just sort of grasping at straws here.
Well, more on this a little later, because I think we should cover the fact that this will, assuming he gets activated, restart his Hall of Fame clock. And this is a guy who, as you said, is knocking on the door of the Hall of Fame. And this means he'll have to wait another 5 years to come back and maybe play a game or two in this situation.
For Neek's critiques, except Louis Riddick is taking the place of Dominique Foxworth today. Louis, let's go back to the future. What are some of your thoughts on this Packers-Broncos matchup?
Yeah, I might have to change the name of this one, too. Like, this might have to be the Matrix, like the reincarnation of the Matrix, because that is exactly what Jordan Love looks like he is in right now. I love this matchup. I think this is the matchup of the weekend. Jordan Love, over the past 4 weeks now, he has been on a heater. 9 touchdowns, 1 interception, average QBR of about 83.1. And you just see he's got total command at the line of scrimmage, total command post-snap as far as his location, where he's putting the ball. You saw how he was dealing just this past week against the Chicago Bears. He was locked in. He had them right where he wanted them. This is a great matchup for him. This is a great test on the road against this pass rush, the way they get after the quarterback. But I'm telling you, this dude's in the Matrix right now. And him and Bo Nix, they're going to go at it. They're going to go at it.
Yes. You know what's funny? I'll say this, Lou. Since Christian Watson has come back from injury, Jordan Love has been a completely different quarterback. The way he stretched the field, and I got after Jordan Love early on in the season. He, to your point, has played lights out the last month. These are the games you really see how far you're going to go in the playoffs. You're playing a playoff defense on the road. It shows you what you're all about. I'm fired up for it as well.
Thank you, fellas. Y'all were cooking like it was a movie in itself. We appreciate you. More of Jeff and Louis at Get Up at the top of the hour. Now we got more SportsCenter at 2 Eastern.
30 Booyah chronicles the life and career of ESPN's very own Stuart Scott as he trailblazed the sports broadcasting industry, his legacy, impact, and cultural influence like never before. 30 for 30 Booyah, presented by Modelo, premieres tonight on ESPN and the ESPN app. All right, the host of Get Up, Mike Greenberg, joins us now here on SportsCenter. And Greeny, what are your memories of Stuart Scott as a co-anchor, but also as a friend?
Yeah, Stuart was exactly the same off the air that he was on the air. I think all of us who were around him back in the 90s and the early 2000s, we would work very late at night. I was an anchor on ESPN News, and he was anchoring the late night sports centers with Rich Eisen. So we would be in this somewhat dark room in a newsroom writing shows at 11, 12 o'clock at night. And Stuart would just get up and start shouting, and he would go over to everyone's desk and start hyping them up, and he just was a torrent of energy. He was like a lightning bolt of energy before he got sick, and even afterwards. So his what I will remember him more than anything for, well, so many different things because our families really got to be close, but what I remember mostly about working with him was his energy was extraordinary, and it transferred directly from the newsroom onto the screen.
And that's what everyone talks about, his personality being the same both on and off camera.